Yo, fuck Papa School. Big Trouble, baby. Yeah, Edgewood Zone 6 shouter, man. Duct Tape Mafia. MMB, the Navy. You know what I'm talking about, nigga? Straight out the motherfucking bottom with it. Yeah, East Side, nigga, for life and nothing. Yeah, right now we're rocking with Dirty Glove, bastard little bitch.
Rico, Keisha, Latifah, Isha, on the stick.
You put out your album Edgewood back in March and recently re-released it in October.
Thanks.
Would you say this album changed your life?
I can't say the album, no. I'm still just talking about my life stories and my shit, you feel me? Like, it really just a continuation of what be going on with me, you feel me?
Yeah.
But, I don't know, the year definitely changed my life, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so much shit just happened for a nigga, like, within the last goddamn 12 months, that really just had me tighten all the way on up.
Yeah.
That's why I got down appreciative for that last sit down I had to do, you feel me?
Yeah, that was about 12 months ago, right?
Well, when I last sat down,
Yeah.
I had to go in last year, 2017 in November.
Yeah.
November 27 and came home January.
In January,
Yeah. So it was like the top of the year for a start off for a nigga, you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
But I needed that shit though, cause that shit helped me get my mind out of it on right.
Yeah.
See who the fuck nigga was, you know what I'm saying? See what I ain't need around me. I was really able to see what I needed to do, see who wasn't for me, you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Ended up having my son, same year. You know what I'm saying? I got the green light from Interscope, the label, Mike Williams, pushing the nigga shit, you feel me?
Yeah.
Got my daughter coming, you know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So much shit just popped out for a nigga like at one time, that shit ended up coming back full circle for me.
Yeah, crazy to think, because like you said, you started off the year sitting in the jail cell.
Yeah, you feel me? Yeah, so to come out, goddamn, that's why I just jumped out full force on them for like, but I can't never be playing, cause I seen myself goddamn really just doing a goddamn 360 type shit, like if I like, whoa, potentially could have. I'm like, hell no. So I had a choice to make right then and there, like, all right, do I go backward and be back on some little trouble shit, but you too grown for that? You know what I'm saying? Or goddamn, do I goddamn cut out a lot of bullshit and goddamn going to push my issue? So I like, put my issue and get this shit bracket.
Yeah.
All right.
And Edgewood is really connected with your listeners. Why do you think that is?
I'm talking real life shit though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I be telling folks like what real going on. Like outside, I just be looking at that shit like, if I'm going through it, you know what I'm saying? Especially like to be up as I am and where I'm at in life. Shit, I know anybody can be, especially like the young nigga. You know, I deal with so many young niggas and shit. Niggas still in tune with the turf. So like, I just like speaking on motherfucker real situations where they can know like shit, it's a way about this shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I know they look at my situation all the time and be like, God damn, they know where I come from with it. Like all the fuck shit, you feel me? So like to make it where I'm at with it, that's why I like to stay in tune with folk versus goddamn all them club songs, all that bullshit, that goddamn shaky boot ass shit. You know what I'm saying? Cause I'm not checking my ass no club about no nothing, so I ain't really trying to promote that one. You know what I'm saying? So I know at the same time I can do that if I'm just motivated by the bankroll and just trying to make a hit song ass shit. But at the same time, I just look at shit for longevity, bro. Yeah. And I just like to put that goddamn wisdom up on niggas for what I know and knowing what's happening with it shit. You feel me? So.
And why do you think this has been your biggest album? Is it just a distribution with the Mike Will Interscope look, or
I don't know. I think it's just about the time. Yeah. For real, cause ain't like a nigga unchanged on no level about no nothing like, you know what I mean? As far like with my music, like I say, I'm getting folk real reality. Yeah. So I think it's just all about that time, like, and a nigga need to put that work in about shit. You feel me? Like, you don't want no any nigga who done ever got that shit just stood up on the tree and that shit fell out the tree for him. Yeah. Shit, you ain't really seeing their ass once the season change. You know what I'm saying? You're like, what the hell happened to such? Motherfucker bring up hit song that was popping that time. You be like, damn, I forgot about that one. You don't even know where them niggas at no more. You smell me like, hey, yeah, but being the fact that I just get to a nigga straight raw, I'm able to surpass motherfucker who done had them number one bangers and shit. You know what I'm saying? Still be going strong. So like, for how that shit just end up touching, I just think certain situation that happened with a nigga and shit, like for all the trials and shit that I was going through, it gave motherfucker time to build with me who didn't know me. You know what I'm saying? So then they start hearing about my story and shit, knowing what popping with a nigga, like, oh, okay. So that when they start locking into it. So I think it was just all about that time.
Gotcha. And you got a few new tracks on the re-release.
Yeah.
Are these songs that you recorded at the same time as Edgewood, or are these newer tracks you recorded since the original's been out?
Like two on brand new. Okay. Like I did like probably like a couple weeks before we even dropped the tape. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah. But and the other ones I had originally, I was gonna put on the tape. But I had so much fucking music, and at the same time, I like folk got ADD out there, motherfucker. You feel me? So it kind of share like if you dropping goddamn 18 song projects and shit, like folks ain't really gonna be in tune like that, you know what I'm saying? Like motherfuckers go for beats and shit, where they gonna hear out for, and then got down they skills. So at the same time, I was like, I ain't wanna waste the music, being the fact that I knowing they coming from real play, you feel me? So I just cut a few on them out, but at the same time, I already had videos shot for a couple on, you feel me? Like, cause I was doing the movie at the same time, I was doing the Edgewood shit at the same time, you smell me? So like, damn, like it only made sense for me to put it back into it, being the fact that I hadn't dropped the movie yet and I was planning on doing it later this year. So I was like, it'll make more sense for me to put the motherfucker back into it, give it back to these folks, especially being the fact they were fucking with it. Now, if it was trash, then I probably just need to go on about my business. You know what I'm saying? But it was like, hell no, like this shit straight raw. So let me got down, re-amp the motherfucker up, give him a few new ones. I gave him 5 new ones on that motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? Give him the visual at the same time, give him the movie. And then we'll crank back up on some new shit.
Yeah. And you also got Alley Boy on there.
Yeah.
Day one.
Yeah, for sure.
So really happy to see that. It was like getting back in with them.
That shit was hard. Like not, like when I say hard, not difficult.
Yeah.
You know, my hard is hard, like gangster. That shit was gangster, you smell? So me and AB hadn't been in the studio like on some real nigga shit, like that what I call AB. So me and AB hadn't been in the studio on some real nigga shit like for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Like we'll still always chop it, of course, like when the nigga was pulling up on I pull up on the block, pull up on the back street or whatnot, you know what I'm saying? Cause we found it at the end of the day. No matter goddamn what odds a nigga might have been having or disagreement nigga having with each other about some shit, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, like we know and the family know like, hell nah, they found it, so this shit stay with my business, you feel me? So, but so far for me to just break the ice and then end up hitting like, bro, fuck the bullshit, like, you know what I'm saying? Then had the conversation we had, and then I had them just pull up at my studio and they're like, bro, push up on him. So he come to schoolhouse, you know what I'm saying? We just chop it for like an hour before we even get into some rap shit, you know what I'm saying? Chop it about an hour, then my producers end up pulling up. So I'm having these niggas just play beats and shit, then we crunk that motherfucker up. And I was like, shit, this will end up being crazy as fuck for an outro on that motherfucker. This shit already Edgewood, you know what I'm saying? Edgewood to move out, Edgewood to take. We both Edgewood, we the faces of Edgewood when it come to goddamn meet Alleyway, Black goddamn Village Social Day, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, shit, this only makes sense. And I'm about what makes sense, bro.
Yeah, I know fans were really happy to hear that.
Yeah, most definitely.
Definitely came out as a hard song.
That shit had a lot of good feedback. Folks were ready for that shit. Like, damn, this shit feel gangster fuck, man. Y'all niggas, we got a lot of niggas on the gangster shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of these niggas real scrap iron goddamn when we was out thugging and shit, you feel me? So we really motivated these niggas to really be doing what they was on. So that shit, it turned up for the better.
Yeah. And you mentioned along with the re-release, you also dropped a short film for Edgewood. Yeah. Which is based on your true events on your life.
Yeah.
What was it like reenacting some of those scenes?
I ain't gonna, you know, I can't put no cap on my campaign game. You smell me? Hell yeah, that shit was crazy, bro. Like for one, it was just a whole different type of transition, like to even be like doing the acting ass shit, like. Okay, I'm new to this shit. I ain't knowing what to expect for real, not knowing we finna have to shoot scene after scene, time after time again and all this ass shit, you feel me? Yeah. So like, goddamn, for one, that shit was draining. And then goddamn, but I remember one moment that actually just goddamn had me in all like a motherfucker, like real froze up, you know what I'm saying? Like, them niggas end up showing me a picture, like, they like, I'm like, what the next scenes at or whatever, we finna do the robbery scene. So I like, at the end of the day, this shit gotta be straight raw, bro. Like exactly how it helm type shit, you feel me? Them folks took my statement to a whole nother level. They actually, what folks don't know, like, we shot that shit in the same exact house where I robbed the Migos at, you feel me? So when they showed me the picture of the house, I was like, yeah, man, I'm knowing what it was at, you feel me? I was like, what you, like, I was like, I'm saying, what we doing this at? They're like, nah, like, this house, we got the same house. Oh wow, like I'm like, how the fuck y'all pulled that one out? You feel me? Yeah, especially with Gwinnett. I'm like, Gwinnett don't be going for no nothing on no nothing. I don't want to hear shit. You feel me? So they end up getting the same as that house. So once I'm even going out in that area, I'm tipping like a motherfucker for real. Cause I'm like, shit. Hey, yeah, I'm like, I know not to be playing out this motherfucker. Yeah, I'm telling nigga leave the fireball in the car and everything. Like, hey, now you scrap. Yeah. Nah, don't be. Yeah, I'm don't be. Yeah, now put that shit in the car. Yeah, man. Yeah, these folks don't play out there, motherfucker. But that was one moment that actually got there, had me froze like a motherfucker. It's like, damn, but I just know how serious this shit was and how these folks playing out there, motherfucker, man. That shit was gangster though.
Yeah. You mentioned, I saw the little blurb at the end of the film where it mentioned that you got shot that there. So I was curious, did the homeowners there know what had happened or what you guys were about to film?
Nah, get what's so crazy. The niggas the folks who home at Edgewood was at the time that we were shooting the movie, the nigga's son was a fan of me.
Oh, really?
Like, yeah, cause they was out there for one of the scenes, goddamn, cause he just wanted to meet a nigga and shit. So he was like, I was like, damn. So he was like, man, this shit's, he was like, I ain't even know that. He was like, this make it even harder. He was like, I fought you even harder, cause I stay in the house that you robbed. I was like, yeah. I was like, yeah. So Shouter was juiced about that shit, but his pops and shit, like, cause they was on some real religious type tip too, though. So, so like, pops ain't really know, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, pops just thinking folk wanted to shoot movies type shit in his house, and he feeling like, damn, this will be a good look for my house. You feel me? But once he get to hearing like it's a real story and shit, like, first expression on their face was like, I don't know about this one. You hear me? Like, hell no, you feel me? But he ended up being with it though, like, damn, that shit dope as fuck though. Yeah, so that shit ended up being hard.
Yeah. And you also shot some scenes at your old apartment in Edgewood, right?
Yeah, most definitely.
41 years.
Yeah, most definitely.
What was it like going back in there?
I mean, that was, you know, I'm already knowing that was gonna be love out gate anyway, like, cause them folks already know what poppin' with a nigga, like, that was my stomping ground, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was born in Tumblerville, but I don't been somewhere everywhere, Sun Valley, Olympic Crossing, but I was raised in Edgewood since I was 8 years old. I turned 8 years old, then we moved to Edgewood, so I was up there from my foots all the way on up to Jitterbug and to goddamn be going to Bangor, you feel me? Yeah, but it was all, it felt great though, like, especially like for the hood, like when I pull up in the brick and bringing out them big ass goddamn, them big boy cameras and goddamn the forklift shits, having to bring out all the goddamn, the big boy lights and all this ass shit. That shit just did something for the bricks. Nigga like, man, nigga ain't never did no shit like that. Like, them niggas ain't never seen nothing. You know what I'm saying? Cause it's the same way how I was when I was a young nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? I had never seen shit. So I know how big it would have been for me, like, to see that before a nigga would have brought that to the brick. But I wasn't able to see that when I was a young nigga. So I definitely wanted to do that, even if it wasn't already planned. Like, I was like, hell nah, like, we gotta bring this shit up through the turf. You know what I'm saying? So when I did that, like, it was just so many motherfuckers, like, Jay, the young nigga, my auntie, you know, who still around that motherfucker, my granny, who still around that bitch, you feel me? They just like, man, this shit so special, like, cause that shit just gave motherfuckers so much hope, you know what I'm saying? For them to see, like, what a motherfucker was doing at the moments of things and knowing where a nigga came from with it, them folks like, man, like, this shit possible for real, nigga can make that shit happen, cause, you know, you'll get discouraged a lot of times, like, if shit ain't visually for you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, of course, niggas see shit on the gram and all that shit, but when you can really be in tune, like, and actually touch and you actually knowing like what popping with a motherfucker, like it really make you be like, boy, hey, yeah, I can do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So that shit turned up the goddamn, that shit really inspired the fuck out the brick, for real.
And you happy with the way the film turned out?
Hey, yeah, I better have been. Put too much money in that shit. Yeah, but that shit ended up turning out hard as fuck though, for real. I only goddamn back and forth we were having with each other about that shit for real, cause it was, I was like, cause from the beginning, I was like, man, that shit needs some color. Yeah, man, I'm like, hey, yeah, that 2018, man, you know that motherfucker feel like goddamn 85. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas out there black and white ass shit, guy, you know what I'm saying? Shit be like one of them old boxer movies. Like, they go some hard shit, but at the same time, we want to be that color popping. You know what I'm saying? So that was all the back and forth we were having, but it ended up making sense for when we ended up chopping it up, like, far with the film and crew and all that shit. Like, I was like, I know how that shit would be dope, shit, let's get it, but that shit.
Why you got some color at the beginning on the what was that, the Corvette? Or not the Corvette, but the...
yeah, we had to put some flame in that motherfucker, start putting it on the Chevy and shit. I'm like, we gotta throw some in that motherfucker that had this shit popping. That was the only color. Like, we gotta throw some in that motherfucker. Put some drip shit in there somewhere. Yeah.
And I thought you did an excellent job acting in this film, as well as in Zaytoven's Bird of a Feather.
Appreciate that, gang.
So, is this something you're gonna keep on pursuing, acting?
More different. Yeah, real shit. I got a couple folks on the line right now, actually. Got down trying to include a nigga on some shit, but I'm gonna still be doing goddamn different little rehearsals or whatever, like trial type shit for different movies and shit too that coming up. You know, I ain't gonna say with one, cause I don't want to. I don't want to jank myself out by nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna go for what I know. But hey, I would definitely goddamn love to fuck that shit. You know what I'm saying?
It looks like it comes pretty natural to you. Do you take acting classes?
Nah, I don't do none of that shit. Period.
I would have loved to see you in that Snow Patrol with Bank.
That movie, get what? Yo, so bro, I said same shit too though. Like I feel like I wasn't gonna be on the, like I pulled up on one of the scenes, like a bit down hit my out gate, like man, you gotta pull up on this shit. You folks need to see the real. You hear me? Like, why ain't that nigga doing this shit and shit? They don't supposed to be over here with me. They supposed to be you. Yeah. So I'm like, yeah. But once I get out there and shit, I ain't never been no nigga like who just try to chase the light about no nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I take my time with shit, bro, and I just play out what for me. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't want to go in there like I'm overdoing it or trying to press no nigga out about no nothing either. Cause I always think about the net man that what he might be going through too. I put myself in their shoes. Like, what if the nigga ain't got shit going on? Bitch, everything did only shot at something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't really want to go in there and try to force this nigga, or I don't want them nigga got their position about no nothing, and then they be out there motherfucker fucked up, and I'm already having emotion about shit, you feel me? So I really was just on some shit like, if it end up happening, it happened, but if not, then the shit, it boo, you know what I mean? But I definitely felt like in the inside, like, that supposed to be me. Yeah. Like the little nigga who playing at the bank. Like, hell no, this already my big dog, and I beef with you about trying to be my big dog friend, nigga. They my friend. You hear me? Fuck wrong with you. Don't be my boyfriend. You can't be a better friend than me. Hell wrong with you, you hear me? So I look at that shit like, hell nah, bro, that supposed to been the kid, but it ended up being dope, though.
Yeah. Now, you a big movie fan?
Yeah, more definitely.
What are some of your favorite movies?
You know, I fuck with all the gang shit, though.
Yeah,
but like, I fuck with hard shit, all that shit, too, though, but I like the shit that I can really relate to, like, that would stick to me. And they don't really make, like, it unfortunate, they don't even make really movie like that no more, like, shit that's my favorite type movie, like, Juice, Boys in the Hood, Men to Society, motherfucker, you feel me? Don't be a man drinking juice in the hood. You feel me? What that shit is? South City. You know what I'm talking about? When the remake motherfucker with the Marley. That was hard. You feel me? Border Rim. Goddamn Dead President. Godfather. Of course, Ghetto Story. You know, Boosie. You know what I mean? That's my idol. I fuck with the OG the worstest way. I raid on that shit. That nigga got me through the turn. It used to be a point in time, bro. You couldn't even goddamn change that boo on my car. Any nigga who fucking with me when I was a young nigga, they'll tell you, like, I put the whole hood on that boost. First nigga wasn't even fucking with boo. Like, they love what you talking about, but niggas used to always be like, man, I hear that voice, man. Do that damn squeaky and shit, you feel me? I like that would make him know, you feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody gonna have their own sound, nigga come from all the way Baton Rouge shit. Like, it's the same thing motherfuckers will say about us. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't really understand what they saying. I love the way it sound, but I don't know what the fuck we talking about, you feel me? So so like, for me, I got there listen past how boo sounded. It was what a nigga was talking about. So any lick out here and every time I was moving on some bullshit, bro, all I was playing with that boo, sitting it out like a motherfucker. You hear me? The worst you could not take that shit. You know, CD day then, the worst you hear me. When all that iPhone, put the phone up ass shit though. So you better not put goddamn a jet on my CD. Beat your ass about this shit. The worst, that's the only thing that had me in the zone.
Yeah, you also quote Tupac and DMX and BG as your favorites too, along with Boosie.
Yeah.
What was it about their music that really connected with you? Just real?
The reality of it, you feel me? The life story, I can relate. You know what I'm saying? Everything that nigga was talking about, like, so, like, I ain't never been into it. So I'm the same way to this day, though, gang. Yeah. Like, for the club song, like, I don't got them holding nothing against none of these niggas. Like, niggas who is who they is at the end of the day. Some niggas just extra money motivated, like, the way that's all they want. So at the same time, like, niggas know, like, if you drop bullshit music, goddamn, that what might get you the bankroll real quick. It might not be shit that these niggas done went through, period. They just know what the folk want to hear that gonna get the most screens, so they'll subject themselves to that shit, you feel me? So, like, when I'm in the club or something, like, I can hear that shit, like, I vibe to it, all that thinking ass shit nigga be doing. But I'm sliding in the motherfucking turf, like, hell no, I want to hear the shit that was really going on that I know is real, you feel me? So, like, and as I was coming up, anytime I would even want to try to play some of that bullshit, bro, like, the niggas who was around me and shit and all my old head, man, niggas will keep that shit up out your shit and fly your shit. Get what the line was back then. Niggas say, let the street talk for it. See what the street gonna say. Throw your shit straight out the window. Let's see what the street gonna say for it. Throw that bullshit up out of there. Hell no, do what you need to be on. I remember B Drizzle, you stay on that with me, like, Green, you stay on that with me, like, hell no, put it park in here. You hear me? The worst. So we got down, and that what we're talking for a nigga. Cause at the same time, nigga might say some shit that we actually had done just goddamn went through goddamn moments before. So it was like, damn, for me, that would just suck with a nigga, you know what I'm saying? So I fuck with BG, still to the day, Boosie, Pop, DMX, them my guy, you feel me? I fuck with my eyes, I fuck from out there Sacramento now to the day, Herbo, shit like that, you feel me? Cause them niggas talking real nigga shit.
You mentioned BG. A couple of days ago it was like the 13th anniversary of It's All On You Volume 2. Mm-hmm. You remember that?
What was on that All On You? Get your shine on, get your shadow. Yeah, of course. Yeah. But get what my favorite one of that All On You 1 and Chopper 6. Yeah, that was it. That was set the tone for me. Yo, with the bullets got down, dropping out the sky, got down. Yeah, he right there flagged up.
The only Cash Money song with Mac on it.
Yeah, real shit, bro. Hey, yeah, that was my shit though. Real shit, and I was a little bit ass boy, so at the same time, it was so intriguing for a nigga, cause a nigga was just coming up in the turf. You know what I'm saying? But as I get to getting old and shit, that's what I'm saying. Like, they were really bracking for real. You know what I'm saying? You get to really visualize that shit. Like, oh, okay, this what poppin'. You know what I'm saying? Versus some shit, cause you know a lot of niggas be having metaphors and shit. You know what I'm saying? The way they can put shit together and it sound real good. But at the end of the day, once you really sit back and think about it, you be like, that shit ain't even make no sense.
Yeah, Jizzle was on some.
Yeah, like, what the fuck is he talking about, man? Yeah, but that shit just sounded so good, motherfucker be caught up into the beat and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, this shit beat, goddamn, he had a nice little flow, but that shit ain't add up into nothing, you know what I'm saying? I be wanting shit, cause at the end of the day, I look at that shit like, bro, like, that music feed your soul, bro. Real talk, like, and that's what you'll end up putting out into your life. So, like, the more and more trash you got down that you digest, that was gonna end up coming out of you. You feel me? It's just like eating goddamn McDonald's or something, 24/7, every goddamn single day. You gonna goddamn stay on the shit like Gangsta Grill every day, like, god damn, like, you know what I'm saying? Nothing but the bullshit, you feel me? But if I'm feeding myself the real shit, you learn real patience, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, and to sit back and goddamn, cause a lot of times if you really take that shit in, you can goddamn really avoid from getting into a lot of bullshit too, cause a nigga will tell you the ins and outs about what can come with shit. So that's why I got down transfer that into my music. Like, I don't just tell a nigga like, oh, go hit you a lick every day. Ooh, this how you get the money. Hell no, I know at the end of the day, first of all, I'm gonna tell a nigga, bro, like, don't shit last forever. Period. You know what I'm saying? Like, nothing. I don't give a fuck what it is. Like, you're gonna have to goddamn learn how to adapt and then move forward. You know what I'm saying? Especially when that shit come to playing in the street. You know what I'm saying? That shit got down here and there. So if you end up going in them motherfucker, of course, everybody want to get the money. So we thinking our gate, goddamn, oh, we heard the nigga got 10 bricks in the motherfucker. You thinking our gate, goddamn, how we finna chop this shit down, but we goddamn end up getting 50,000 P. You feel me? Hey, yeah, so a nigga thinking new one out gate, but you ain't really hearing. If you ain't heard it from another nigga or who just gonna keep it gangster with you or in nobody music who you tuned into about no name, you ain't gonna know at the end of the day, all right, if you go in there motherfucker, this shit end up going shell, this shit end up going sour with fuck, that them folk on your motherfucking doorstep if it ain't catch you at the moment. Cause you gotta worry about a rat-ass nigga who did get caught. You feel me? And now you got now facing you facing the elbow. We call that elbow as a life in it. Hello, ain't no coming back. Thank you. But no thank you. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So you ain't really gonna know that much. And if you don't, now that you're in this situation, you ain't got no money stashed up, no shit. You can't fend for yourself. You ain't got no store. You ain't got no lawyer. You got to worry about that bullshit ass public defender motherfucker, you feel me, who really just working for these folk that finna send your ass up through there so they can have something on their name so they can go up in the rankings. Nigga ain't gonna know about no name, you feel me? And what they doing for you. Besides goddamn finna set you up for failure. So at the end of the day, I always took that shit into myself. And once I started doing the music, like, yeah, now I gotta spread these messages so a nigga actually know what popping, bro, so a nigga goddamn be careful with the steps he gonna make. Everybody, especially like street nigga, bro, like, you gonna take out, you gotta go through certain trials, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of motherfuckers try to avoid that shit or whatever and be extra drunk when it do happen or whatever, but at the end of the day, bro, like, if you're gonna live your life that way, like, if you're gonna take your steps in the amount of the road you're gonna take, then you have to be prepared for what can come with it, you know what I'm saying? Everything ain't all peaches and cream, and nigga got to know that shit.